This is a very interesting name that we should discuss. So it is one of those names which is trying to break out from the bottom of the base, right? So that's why it becomes very interesting. It's a great company which has rewarded its shareholders from time immemorial, right? So since it has been there, it has been a very good multi-bagger in all of the cycles till now. And recently there has been big time battle and management change has happened. So it's a special situation name, and that is why we are trying to discuss this name. So we'll discuss this name right now with respect to the chart as well as screener as well as a few other details, and then we'll see if this is interesting or not. So let's go over the chart and see how this thing is panning out. So basically, so it has been consolidating. Say it has peaked out around. Okay, original peak out happened around this. I'll just go here only. So original peak out happened in December 24th, but prior to that, it was not moving that fast. So, okay, here. So can say that it is consolidating for last, what is the price now? 7,700, say, assume that level. So if we look into the high, yeah, this is correct. So basically from July 2022, so it is around the same level for last 4 years, right? A bit lower than that, right? So it went up, it went down. Now, if we draw a flat line, it is again close to that level. So again, it qualifies to be a nice 4 years constellation. On the right hand side, as we can draw, let me just draw it like this. Okay, like this, and then we can draw like this. Okay, so it's a downward sloping wedge, and that's a very nice formation. Uh, Let me just find out. Give me not carborundum universal, carborundum universal. Yeah. So again, in this case, it went down, downward sloping wedge, broke out, now handle formation, right? Yeah, you can see the handle formation, correct? So actually, the parent is carborundum universal, and Wendt is now being held by carborundum universal. So this is downward sloping wedge. The issue here is like very low float. And number two issue is kind of recently promoter change has happened. The Carborundum Universal or the Murugappa Group is now the new parent of this company. Number three is the earnings are not there. Okay. So basically, it's a washed out scenario for last multiple quarters. That's why you can see massive drawdown of 67% from peak. It is one of the highest drawdowns that have happened in this company in such a long time, but it's a very small company. I mean, a tiny company, we can say, owned by a very large group, that is the Murugappa Group. So we'll have to see and analyze what all stories we have, right? So right now it is coming out of a stage 4 downward sloping channel very early. That's why we are talking about this name. And this is very early because it is hitting the 200 DMA in a very early stage, right? So whenever a stock falls more than 60%, there happens to be a long consolidation in stage 1 on the right hand side. That has started actually. So one thing that we can conclude is the stage 4 decline is over. Okay. Out of these patterns or the decline that we have seen, we can conclude that the stage 4 decline is over with 67% decline in stage 4, and it has gone into a stage 1 consolidation, and it has given a gap up on Friday, and it tried to hit 200 DMA and tried to cross, right? But unfortunately, it did not cross. And 200 DMA is sloping downwards, but prior to that, you have all the moving averages coming together. So this is kind of a bit of launch pad formation shown by this yellow bar. Beyond that, breakout happened, and again, it has to make sure that 200 DMA flattens down. Also, breakout happens, then it has to consolidate above and below 200 DMA for quite some time. And then if the base formation is done and a breakout happens, then we can say that, okay, the movement has started, right? For now, we can say two things for sure. Number one, the stage 4 decline is done. Number two, stage 1 consolidation has started, and it might take some time. Okay, but this is one of the highest pedigree stock in a good sector with capabilities that we are talking about. We'll further drill down on this name with respect to its fundamentals and other stuff that would give a good understanding for us to understand how things are happening in this space, right? So I'll just move over to this thing, Wendt, and I'll just share my screen. Perfect. Okay, so we are looking into Wendt. So basically, it's a very tiny company, 1,500 odd crores company. Valuation is kind of a bit stressed because earnings are washed off. A high capability company so that we can see with respect to the market cap to sales and a good dividend paying company. And free float is very low, only 13 lakh shares are there. So if any day, if anything like positive happens, then we have an upper circuit. That is very easy in this case. It's a debt-free company. Next, we have the earnings are washed out ultimately. Okay, cash flows are there. Return ratios are also washed off, right? So basically, if you see 9 to 10%, and it's done and dusted. I mean, ROC is around 9%, ROE is around 5%. Everything is done. I mean, it is around this cycle bottom, is what we can say. If the company has the capability to return back, which this company has shown in all of its cycle till now, that it has the capability to turn back. Okay. So in terms of capability, in terms of the potential and the products and everything that is there, it has the potential to return back to its glory, right? That is the story. We'll look into the quarterly. So basically flat quarters across, I mean 58, 60 crores, right? Again, 66, 60 crores still. So there is no growth for last 3 years to say, correct? So that is the thing that we are seeing. So we'll have to wait and see if growth breakout happens and further the expansion and everything happens in all of these stuffs that we are talking about. Next is profitability P&L statement. So basically, despite having everything bad in place, right, it has not given a negative year, right? So still, it managed to close like FY26 like 1.11% up, prior to that 3% up, prior to that 7% up, prior to that 17.30. So it is on a structural decline. So 31, 17, 7, 3, 1. Okay, back to back. This is the worst ever. I mean, this is the bottom of the bottom in terms of the growth that is there. Okay, random profitability is there. The focus is not there actually. So from the time the stock peaked out around 56 crores of asset, it has doubled the assets, and right now it is around 106 crores. That's good. Cash flows are there, so that's not an issue. It would never take the debt and then do the capex. Ultimately, they have the cash flows to do the capex. The shareholding pattern, again, the Carborundum Universal is the parent right now, and FIAs are a bit marginal there, like 1%. BIs are around 12.76%, and then public is a bit many. We'll look into how many people are there. So one prominent investor is there by the name of Mukul Agrawal. He holds around 2.5% of the company. I think he bought from the open market. We'll see. Another prominent is Siddharth Iyer, but that is not shown, which means that the position is out ultimately. Okay. We'll look into deals. So if we look into deals, so we'll have to look into further details. Yeah. So the deals happened on 16th May 2025, around 8,500 or 8,480. So Siddharth Iyer bought 10,000 shares, 8,510. Kanchi, this is Mukul Agrawal's fund. So again, 10,000 shares. Param Capital, again, I think Mukul Agrawal buy 25,000 shares, 8,479. Yeah. So all these things are there, right? So basically, the price was 8,500 and then it went as low to 5,800. That was a bit low. And that would be a worrisome situation, correct? So that's the story with respect to everything that we discussed in this case. So we'll have to just again move back to our main story. That is the end of stage 4. And then we'll have to see what all things are panning out. So right now we are seeing the story. So basically, this is Wendt, and the image that we see here, right? Wendt returns, right? So this is from their YouTube video that they have posted on their YouTube channel just 1 month back. So right now they are participating in a lot of global events. So basically, the trade expos that happens across the globe. So they are participating into grinding expos and likes of that. So in one of those expos, they have kept the banner as Wendt returns, and they are back to lead and built to last, right? That's a very strong tagline to say. And let's analyze this one. So basically, debt is zero. ROC, these numbers are dated because it has been taken from the old PPTs. So basically, right now, the ROC is close to around 9%, ROE is around 5%, so everything is degraded. Margins are low, around 13-14%. But the good thing is zero debt, right? Again, Carborundum Universal is the promoter right now, and this is the one of the market leaders in super abrasive sector. So that is a good sign. I mean, it is a very good sector, and we'll discuss why. So basically, they are saying that this sector, the TAM is exploding in this sector because of the demand in say aerospace, ancillaries, and machining segments, right? So that is the whole catalyst that is there, and a lot of capital expenditure would be done, and the growth in the market itself would be high. So more than 10% growth would be there. The company is projecting like that, but there is no growth for the company as of now. So they have three segments. Number one being super abrasives. These are the consumables. So basically, 61% of the revenues come from super abrasives. So they have fine grinding wheels, diamond segments, rotary dressers. So these are those things that are actually used in machining of the components. And these are consumables. That's a very good thing to know. Next is machines and machine accessories. So they have computer numerical control grinders, surface grinding machines, 3D printing machines, all are built in-house, and this represents 19% of the revenue. Finally, they also produce their own precision products using their own machineries themselves. So these are kind of 12% of the revenue. These are high-end ground parts which are made of steel and carbide, and these are used for aerospace and auto industries, right? So basically, what they are saying is from the consumables, they don't just sell abrasive wheels, right? They engineer the tool and manufacture the machines it runs on. And finally, they also produce the final precision component. So everything that they have is in-house, right? So if the current promoter, that is the Murugappa Group, could scale it up, right, that could be a massive jump for the capabilities that this company has. These are the financials. I'll not talk a lot of details around this one because it has been degraded in the recent year. And finally, you have the segment, right? So these are the exports market, and these are the segments that this company works on. And a good margin if it retraces back to its old highs. And this is everything. This is kind of an investment a grade company where they do the continuous R&D, they build the capabilities, and finally they deploy into projects and finally commercialize, right? So for them, R&D is not an expense; it's a structural mode for them. Finally, they are talking about the Hosur plant. So it's a large member team, a large plant. So these are the uh, capacity utilization. So obviously, they have significantly ramped up their capacity. Finally, the revenues, these are not as strong as it looks to be. So FY26 is degraded, but overall, this seems to be okay as of now. Finally, the thesis is new promoter. They have good product like super abrasive is there. Market timing, they're saying that okay, India has a big time PLI play and defense and aerospace expansion is happening. So there, their products could be used. ROCE, it has degraded recently, but good zero debt. Operating leverage play could be there, right? So this is the whole story in case of Wendt, and we'll have to see. But again, if we look into this segment, this is a very good segment to look into. Ultimately, stage four is over, and promoter pedigree is super strong. All-time high is 18,000. That is kind of more than doubler from here. Again, we'll have to wait for the trigger. But again, there are people who might not wait for the trigger. That's also there. So we'll have a look on something right now, and then we'll just close this Wendt call, right? I'll just share my screen and then we'll look into a few details. Yeah. So we are looking into this thing, the grinding hub export that has happened in Germany. So they had like hall number 9. I think it happened on May 8 and May 9. So they have kind of shown, like here you can see on the top left hand side. So these are their products actually. So what all things could be used for machining, grinding, and everything. So I'll try to show on the top left hand side. Yeah, just look at this banner, right? I'll just pause it here. So this is the banner that they have posted, and this is what we have used in our slide. They have mentioned it's just 1 month back, right? So they are showing that Wendt returns, right? I don't know, matlab, it could be a tagline or it could be a indication or a comment, right? It could be a comment in the market that they are back in the market to lead, build, and last, right? That okay. So we'll just look into the whole video. So these are rotary dressers, one of the primary products that they have in-house, and beyond that, we'll look into other products. Like it is a bit slow, yeah. These are for bearings. So basically, rotary dressers for bearings. Basically, these are all machining tools to say. And again, these are electroplated wheels, very hard, very tough spark plug application that they have, right? So the coating that you see on the wheel side is very strong, very tough. Let's see, it moves ahead. Yeah, these are quadrupole hybrid bond wheels. I mean, consumables itself. I mean, when you use these products, they get consumed ultimately. I mean, wear and tear happens, right? So these are very shapes like that. So a lot of sticks, brazed wheels. Yeah. Blade grinding machine. So you have everything here. So again, resin bond wheels. A very new product. I think in Hosur plant they are doing this thing. Yeah. Vitrified wheels. Yeah. So finally, this is their hub, like stall number 9. It looks great. These are the people ultimately they would showcase. But I think these are the machines that they are showcasing, right? So I think one of their segment is machine. Intense discussions are happening. Again, logo done. I think this is done. So good photograph. I mean, they would be loving it. Perfectly fine. Yeah. Again, I think this is the machining segment. Hmm. Somehow I think they should have the zeal to scale up all their good or great products and bring it to the exports market and India as a whole, right? And we will have to wait and see how this thing happens in case of Murugappa Group, right? Okay, done. So we were looking into Wendt. I think we have looked a bit of deep dive we have done, right?